It's time for another installment of the HSGT Round Up. I'm Pep Fernandez. We've got a jam-packed show, including the North High football team sounding off on their showdown with Centennial this Friday on the gridiron. Plus a lot of boys water polo action to get to, and girls volleyball. And that's where we start with the 13th ranked team in the state, Vista Murrieta, taking on Chaparral in a Southwestern League matchup. Vista Murrieta took an overall record of 15-2 into the match. In the first game, Chaparral poised to defend their home floor. Taylor Johnson to Mary Donnelly for the point. But Vista Murrieta would answer. Morgan Nunley to Elise Whitaker. The Broncos take the first game 25-20. They also rolled through the second. Now in the third, it's the duo of Whitaker again teaming up for the point. Later, Nunley sets up Felicia Gonzalez for the kill. Vista Murrieta looking like one of the top teams in the state Tuesday night. And then it's Nunley to Amanda Peterson-Henry for the point. Chaparral battled, but Vista Murrieta would not be denied. Nunley to Tara Varney. Like a boom. Hey, Vista Murrieta cruises past Chaparral in 3 straight. They were ready for volleyball at La Sierra. After all, the Eagles are ranked 4th in Division 3A of the Southern Section, and they were taking on visiting Arlington in Inland Valley League play. First off, one of the plays of the game when La Sierra's Kristen Simontel makes his pancake save on the ball. Nice. But then it was La Sierra's serving. Patty Nichols with one of the Eagles' mini aces in the match. Then the offense really gets going with the big kill from Kaylee Labrie. And then Labrie aces them with a big jump serve. And the onslaught continues with another ace from Simontal. And how about some more offense from Labrie as the Eagles, who are without one of their best players in Aaron Miller, crush Arlington 25-15, 25-6, and 25-13. Citrus Hill battling Beaumont in Mountain Pass play. The Lady Hawks took the first game 25-21. Then in the second, more from Citrus Hill. They take the second frame by a closer score, 25-23. Now, fast forward to the third, Beaumont making Citrus Hill work for it. Beaumont the point, and they would keep it close throughout the match. But Citrus Hill, they would hang on, taking the third 25-23. That's a sweep for Citrus Hill. The Riverside North girls volleyball team got a break on Saturday at the Jacinto Tournament when Fountain Valley forfeited its match after winning the first game in the semifinals. The reason? Fountain Valley had to get to homecoming dance. So that cleared the way for the Huskies to advance to the title match against San Jacinto, but the Tigers, however, did not have the same scheduling conflict. No homecoming dance there. The Tigers sent North home to claim the tournament championship. Also on Saturday, the Great Oak boys and girls cross-country teams improved with their national credentials by running at the Great American Cross Country Festival in Cary, North Carolina. The boys team finished second in the race of champions. Meanwhile, the girls team finished 5th in its race. While Great Oak's huge team will run at Saturday's Inland Empire Challenge at Glen Helen Regional Park, the program's top runners will not compete. One team that will be there is Vista Murrieta, and we asked Vista Murrieta Junior standout Porter Reddish what it's like with his sister Erica, who just happens to be one of the best in the state, on the team.
During the race, do you keep an eye on for your big sister, or do you even care?
I watch her. I go cheer her on if I can. If I'm warming up, not so much, but I usually talk to her after and before the races.
Now, if you beat her, or if you win a race and she doesn't win, do you hold it against her?
No. We definitely have a little competitive edge a little bit, but...
Who's going to have more hardware by the time you guys are done, as far as medals and awards?
I don't know. Probably Erica at this point.
She's pretty decorated, right?
Yeah, she's pretty decorated.
The Vista Murrieta boys water polo team taking on Chaparral. I'm not a weatherman, I just play one on TV, but it looked like a monsoon out there. The Pumas pounced on the Broncos early. They raced out to a 4-zip lead behind a couple goals from Brad Culon. But Chaparral's lead would be washed away by the fourth quarter, tied at 6. Vista Murrieta scored a pair of late goals, including that one right there from Spencer Williams, as Vista Murrieta wins by a final of 8-6. Back in the pool for Arlington and La Sierra in the Inland Valley League. Early on, Arlington's Garrison Adelone on the score there. And then Arlington on the break. Adelone all alone again with the score. But the dominant force was Arlington's James Reyes scoring here on the break. And then the defense steps up as they fight off La Sierra's Greg Trimmer, who'd be held to 3 goals for the Eagles. Trimmer's shot stopped by Dennis Tran. Trimmer and Reyes battled later in the match, with Reyes gaining the upper hand. And then Reyes would fight off La Sierra again for another goal as the Lions won 12-7. Get ready for a big-time game from the Big 8 League on the gridiron this Friday. Centennial will host North as the two schools square off for a share of the top spot in the league standings. It's an all-Huskies battle in this one. North is undefeated on the season and ready for their showdown with Centennial.
If we win this one and lose the rest, it doesn't matter. We're not going to the playoffs, you know. So it's a season. It's not a game. Now, when the playoffs comes, that's a season, okay? But right now, this does not make a season. This is a game, and it's fun to be in. We're all excited to be in it, and I'm sure Centennial's excited, and that's what high school football is all about.
You know, it's going to be a top-scoring game. It's going to be a shootout to the end, and I guess see who can score the most points.
And check back with the HS Game Time website for extended highlights on some of the matches you just saw on the HSGT Roundup. I'm Pep Fernandez.